What if I told you there's a motorcycle out there that isn't really a motorcycle? A machine so extreme that critics call it a billionaire's toy, engineers call it impossible, and riders, well, they call it terrifying. Meet the MTT 420RR, the so-called jet bike that has shaken the very definition of what a superbike should be. But here's the controversy. Is it truly a motorcycle? Or just a jet engine strapped to two wheels? The MTT 420RR isn't your typical superbike. Built by Marine Turbine Technologies in Louisiana, this beast doesn't run on a conventional piston engine. Instead, it borrows power from aviation, a Rolls-Royce Allison 250 C20B gas turbine, the same kind of engine used in helicopters. That means instead of the familiar growl of a sport bike, you get the deafening roar of a jet turbine, hot exhaust flames included. Numbers alone make this bike controversial. The MTT 420RR produces 420 horsepower and nearly 500 pound-feet of torque, delivered through a 2-speed automatic gearbox. With a claimed top speed of around 273 miles per hour, it's one of the fastest motorcycles ever built. For context, most world-class superbikes peak around 200 mph. The MTT 420RR doesn't just beat them, it obliterates them. But here's the catch. Very few people on Earth will ever test that speed. Why? Because at nearly 440 kilometers per hour, you're not just riding a motorcycle, you're clinging to a guided missile. Visually, the bike looks as exotic as its performance suggests. Aircraft-grade aluminum frame, carbon fiber fairings, Öhlins, suspension, Brembo brakes, and a rear-mounted camera instead of mirrors. Everything about this machine screams luxury engineering experiment. It feels less like a street bike and more like something you'd see in a James Bond movie. Here's where the criticism comes in. The MTT 420RR runs on jet fuel, diesel, or kerosene. Its fuel efficiency? A laughable 7 miles per gallon. The price tag? A staggering $250,000 to $275,000, making it one of the most expensive motorcycles in the world. Critics argue it's not practical, not street-friendly, and barely usable outside of a runway or drag strip. They call it a rich man's science project. On the other hand, enthusiasts see it as an engineering marvel, a statement piece, proving that motorcycles don't have to follow traditional rules. So, what does it feel like to ride? According to owners and reviewers like Jay Leno, it's indescribable. Acceleration feels like being pushed by the hand of God, the turbine whine is like sitting in a cockpit, and the sheer thrust makes even the most powerful superbikes feel tame. It's not about cornering, it's about raw, straight-line speed, and the thrill of controlling something that shouldn't even exist. So here's the question. Is the MTT 420RR a true motorcycle, or just an insane experiment for the wealthy? On paper, it's the fastest, wildest production bike ever built. In reality, it's impractical, dangerous, and completely unnecessary. But maybe that's exactly why it fascinates us. What do you think? Is the jet bike the future of motorcycles, or just a $250,000 stunt? Drop your thoughts in the comments because this debate is far from over.